Okay, boys. So today we about to learn liquidity part motherfucking 2, right? And this is fucking prominent highs and prominent lows. Liquidity lies at prominent highs and prominent lows. What are prominent highs and prominent lows? Exactly what it is. Prominent high, prominent low. You understand that? So where does liquidity lie? Why does liquidity lie here, right? It's because people, you got to understand, when at a high, there's a lot of people that want to go short, right? So when you're at a high, right, like this, there's going to be a lot of people that want to go short, right? Just like this, right? And they want to go short here, and they want to try to fucking shoot for the gutters because they're fucking dumbasses. Exactly. So they put their stop losses when they see a break of structure like this. They put their stop losses right above here and say, okay, yeah, don't worry, it's going to go down like this, right, and keep going down. But what price doesn't know, what they don't know is that, well, you guys know, is that after expansion, a reversal comes, and then we have consolidation, right? Or back up to an expansion, right? But we didn't have an expansion. We had consolidation, right? And so what does price want to go do? Price wants to catch everybody, all these dumbasses right here that put their fucking stop losses right above this liquidity sweep, whatever you want to call it, right? It dropped down, and what does it do? It goes right here and takes it. You can see that, right? Right above these highs. What happens? Because they put it right above these highs, it goes a little farther just to make sure it gets everyone, and then pops liquidity, and then goes down to the downside, right? And then now it wants to get liquidity. It's always seeking liquidity. The market is made to beat you. That's why they're saying that. The market is literally made to beat you. What do they mean by that? It's made to come stop you out, right? So you don't want to put your stop losses at the most obvious stops. That's why you keep getting stopped out, right? That's why you shouldn't go. That's why I don't use order blocks, right? Because order blocks are way too fucking common now. But not even only just order blocks are way too common, they're so close. Remember what I said. Liquidity is like a magnet. If liquidity is like a magnet and price is going to turn around to the order block, right, to seek all the liquidity that everybody got, which always usually happens at the liquidity sweep, right? So liquidity sweep, and then we want to see price go there, and then what do? We put our fucking stop losses right above whatever run behind whatever confluence that we fucking use to be able to strengthen our idea of the trade, right? When we strengthen the idea of the trade, then only then that's when we could put it in, right? But when we come out and take it out, we take out our idea of the trade. That's when we're fucking wrong, right? And then we don't want to keep being wrong. It's better to be wrong, okay, than to keep losing money. Understand that? So, and some of you guys fucking can't accept the fact that it's okay to be wrong, right? Because some of you you guys only sell when you can't stomach the fact that you can't lose another dollar, rather than, okay, I'm just wrong. When you could have been wrong a long time ago. At your confluence, no, it's okay, it's gonna keep going, it's gonna go back up, it's just liquidity sweep. You know what you're doing. So what does liquidity do? Where does liquidity lie? Right at this pool. So if we just made this, right, what do we see? We see price like this. I always recommend doing it like this or whatever the fuck, because we see it live, right? So we're not seeing it in hindsight. Where does liquidity lie now? Liquidity is gonna lie right here, right above these highs. Now, what is price going to want to come do? Price wants to move up, keep moving, right? Develop, change structure, right? We were on a downtrend, and now we retrace, right? Which causes our consolidation because liquidity is right there. So now liquidity isn't nowhere to get. Either liquidity down here, right? Because now liquidity lies here, because you got to understand, right? You gotta understand, there's a lot of people that now, seeing this uptrend, think that fucking price is going up into the fucking attic. They're like, oh yeah, bro, it's fucking shoot for it, man. Which is Bitcoin. They're right. But they're fucking shooting for the attic, right? And then what does Price want to do? Come and fill out and take out both people. Because both of them are dumbasses. Nobody's making money except the people that want to make money. You understand that? This market is competitive. And when you see that, just wait for your opportunity rather than fucking up and doing this, right? You thought this was a great trade. In essence, it was, but wasn't, because it could be a retracement back out down into what? The fair value gap right here, right? What does Price do? Get everybody from down here. Why? So it can probably rally up to take out everybody up here, right? So now we swept liquidity from these lows, right? Now Price has enough momentum to break up into that range, right? Now what does it do? Breaks up into that range and took out everybody that was up here. And nobody made money if you held your shit, right? Like they tell you to do. Like they hold your shit at least to TP1, right? And if you can't, then you shouldn't be trading. It's true. But if you're doing that, then you got stopped out, and you don't know what you're fucking doing because you didn't even know where TP1 is in a consolidation. You guys know because you guys know, watch my fucking other video, right? How to trade in consolidation. And that's how it works, right? Now we want to see, where does liquidity lie? At the old prominent high, right? So where is it going to lie? Is it going to lie here? No, it's going to lie up here. Now it just swept everybody that was down here, right? And got everybody that was still up here. But, well, I was swept down here, but that fucking got swept right here from these highs. Now what's going to get swept? These fucking lows before it starts rallying, or if it was enough for these to start rallying right here into this fair value gap. The small one, but it's one to fill orders in, right? Now where does liquidity lie? At these prominent highs. Now where does liquidity lie? Since it took these lows, these highs. It's always going to, you understand? It's always going to start trying to get these lows. Now everybody here, right? Now it's going to keep it fucking going. Now it made sure to sweep everybody down here. Probably retrace back into a equilibrium, right? So we have that too, right? Before it starts this uprise, but it's taking out liquidity down here to everybody that swept, and once it sweeps, boom. You understand that? Exactly. Going back to it, what did we do? We created a prominent high, right? And our prominent low, right? And now we have equilibrium. What did it do? Price went into a discount after it snuck into equilibrium. Now we have a discount. We're at a 62% discount. Smart money wants to buy down here rather than up here, right? And so now we bam, right? Right after we swept these old lows right here. Makes sense, right? To everybody that fucking put their stop losses here, you have to learn where to fucking gauge your risk and learn when to fucking actually make your entry. You understand that? And usually you want to make your entry when momentum's slowing down, right? You don't just want to think that price is going to go up forever, right? Or think that price is going to go down forever. Momentum is a thing in the stock market. As you see right here, you can see what happened here. Momentum died down. We had a fast downtrend, right? And then it took a minute, in just like 30 minutes or so, to just, and then boom. What happens? Why? Because now there's no opposing buying force or buying pressure or selling pressure in the opposite direction. Momentum and time. We'll learn about that, right? That's what we got, boys. I appreciate you guys for watching the video, and that's what it is. What's prominent highs and what's prominent lows? Prominent high, prominent high, prominent. Prominent means important, right? The most important high on what caused the move down. High, 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 prominent high, prominent high, prominent high, prominent high, all right? Now let's look for the prominent lows. Prominent low, prominent low, prominent low, right? Prominent low. And notice You can usually see we have a low. What happens? Liquidity gets swept under there, right? Now we have this low. What happens? Swept under there, caused to move up. What happens to these? To the liquidity above here now? All the liquidity is lying here because everybody that went down, right? Everybody that went short, right here, they're aiming for the fucking gutters where they're right, but all they gotta do is hold. But some people are dumbasses, and once they're in profit, they set their fucking stop loss close right above this end where you should go right above here, right? Which makes it a lot of fucking risk. But like I said, you gotta gauge your risk, right? But then also you gotta see sometimes it's not gonna be that much profit, right? That's why some people drag it like that, which makes sense, right? They'll usually target old lows, which makes sense. More sense than fucking shooting down here for the gutters, right? And what happens? What happens to you if you do that? You're getting stopped out and used as liquidity. Liquidity is what moves the market in whatever direction it wants, right? And liquidity lies at prominent highs and prominent lows. You understand? Prominent high, prominent high, prominent low, right? Prominent low, prominent low, prominent low, prominent low. We see these things. And we can use them to make very short-term trades. You don't have to be shooting for something like this, right? All the time. Every now and then, bro, that's lit. This is a fucking lit-ass trade, right? Right? But you got to understand how much money we can make in the stock market, right? Right? This is a great trade, especially if you put it above this ultimate sweep right here, right? Make your entry, boom, straight. It's a lot of fucking bread, but a lot of you guys don't use the risk enough to be able to take this down. Why? Because you guys would have been liquidated with this because you guys are using too much risk. You guys using this, how do you fucking think we don't get liquidated when you're using a funded account? Or how do you think when we're fucking using fucking live or whatever the fuck, some people can stomach the fact that, okay, yeah, you know what, I'm not losing this money. I'm losing my fucking profit. It's going to go the opposite way. It's going to go the opposite way. You know what I mean? It's dealing with your fear and dealing with your greed when you know what the fuck to do. You understand that? Learn how to first set your stop losses short and your stop losses longer, right? And longer and longer and longer, and your fucking take profits shorter and shorter and longer and longer and longer. You understand that? Use your take profit first, small, and then just keep building up so you can build up your confidence so you don't have any attachment to that money. You understand that? The reason why you're fucking up is because you have an attachment to that number. It's because you see this right here and you're like, oh my God, that's a liquidity sweep. Oh my God, we're on an uptrend. Oh my God, it's going to head towards my shit. It's going to go up here. And then you fucked up. And then you got liquidated. This is liquidation. Why? Because support, price went up there but didn't have enough price to support there. That means, what happens? There was an opposing force of liquidity, right? That just got popped. And now we're going down. Make sense? Right? Re-listen to that if you need it. There's a lack of opposing force, right? In liquidity, and now the market makers were able to push it down. Right? And that's why we needed some more orders right here. We went back up, retraced back up, filled more orders, and started our whole downtrend. Right? Momentum. We need more orders to build it out, right? If price is like a magnet and we're constantly being attracted there, we need to take out whatever the fuck that is so we can start our fucking downtrend, right? Make sense? Draws on liquidity. Find liquidity at prominent highs, prominent lows, and prices will go there. Got you, boys.